jump down a bit in the narrative in chapter 4, about to verse 19. Now, the Lord said to Moses in Midian, "Go, return to Egypt, for all the men who sought your life are dead." Then Moses took his wife and his sons and set them on a donkey, and he returned to the land of Egypt. And Moses took the rod of God in his Moses took the rod of God in his hand. Now, in the first part of the chapter, God asked Moses, "What is that in your hand?" He said, "It's rod. It's my shepherd's staff. It's a rod." It was Moses' rod. But when he finally surrendered what was in his hand, God took it, and look what happened. It became the rod of God. We're all wired differently. No two of us have the same makeup or abilities. Who are you? What are your interests? What do you have in your hand? Surrender that to God and watch and see what happens. The tiny sticks of our lives can become useful to God. We need to do what Moses finally did and surrender it all to God. Paul said, forgetting everything that's in the past, the good stuff, the bad stuff, and otherwise, but I press forward to the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. When God has said his name was I Am, he was revealing that he's an unchanging God, an uncaused God, an ungoverned God. God is patient and is not put off by our doubts, our questions, and our excuses. But he does ask for our obedience. The key question here is never how strong or capable we are, but how strong and capable God is to do the work through us. I try to listen to soldiers who struggle with PTSD. I listen, but have not been boots on the ground. I served in a very nice mountaintop in Germany in a radio site, but not boots on the ground in a war zone. I try to listen to soldiers who struggle. I listen, but I have not been boots on the ground. I have a friend who is involved in a ministry that reaches out to those combat veterans who suffer, and he himself is a veteran of several tours in the war zone, on the front lines. When he takes what he has and lays it before God, it becomes a tool for God to use in being helpful to others, helping move on and manage this horrible disorder. God takes us as we are. He empowers us through even our weak spots to be useful to him. The rod of Moses, once surrendered, became the rod of God. What is in your hand? What is your hard spot in life? Are you suffering the loss of a spouse? Are you experiencing grief over a wayward child? Are you struggling with an addiction? Are you, or have you done those things? Maybe if you lay all of that down on the ground and say, God, here it is. Here it is. Your struggle will become God's struggle. And he will show you, as he did the Apostle Paul, exactly how to use your struggles to win others to him. Ponder that, Pastor Steve.